Hi, Bob. Congratulations on this.
Thank you, Angela.
How did the Silver Wren come about?
I've been talking about making a Christmas record with Tony McManus for years now, and we've sort of been picking away at it, and this was the year we finally got it together. One of the tracks, Christmas Song by Black Umfalosi, was actually recorded, 4 or 5 years ago, and so we finally managed to get that on an album. And I wanted it to have an international flavor, so we have people from all over the world. The Silver Wren is a collaboration between myself and Tony McManus, who's from Scotland originally. And we have Bush Gothic from Melbourne, Australia. They've done the single, which is a very different version of Christmas Song. There's a fella by the name of Lenny Gallant, who you may have heard of, who reads one of my poems called The Swallowtail to the music of Tony, and then, of course, Black Umfalosi. So we've got contributions from Scotland, Zimbabwe, Australia, Canada, and some really wonderful guests on there. And when we decided to do this, we didn't want to just do another, a collection of jingle bells and stuff like that. I think we wanted to make a record for people who are maybe a bit tired of hearing the same old standards. And so there's a little bit of original music on the record, and the rest of the music is very obscure traditional tunes that were picked and curated by Tony. We've got some poetry, some stories that I've written about my own Christmases from many years ago. So there's music, poetry, and stories, a lot of really great instrumentals. And I think we've managed to come up with something that's a bit different.
Well, let's hear one of the cuts. This is the single.
Yeah, well, Christmas Song I wrote in a hotel room in Red Deer, Alberta. I think it's 40 years ago now, and it originally appeared on my old LP from 1984 called First Time Since August. And this version is done by Bush Gothic, a wonderful group out of Melbourne, Australia, and it also features the guitar of Mr. McManus.
Staring from a hotel room in Red Deer, the sun is melting gently, falling slow. Think about the time we'll spend at Christmas, just about another month or so. So many things I tried to tell you this morning on the phone. Happy birthday, and I love you. I wish we could be alone. And I love you. Thanks for making dreams come true. Only hope that there'll be many more Christmas mornings spent with you. People always try to tell me how wrong I am, and can't I see? But you're never quick to judge me. Do you know what you mean to me? Here's a woman tired of running, trying to figure out what's true. I know I could be so happy just to share my life with you. Merry Christmas, and I love you. Thanks for making dreams come true. I only hope that there'll be many more Christmas mornings spent with you. Merry Christmas, and I love you. Thanks for making dreams come true. I only hope that there'll be many more Christmas mornings spent with you.
That's beautiful, Bob. Really a peaceful feeling you get from that song.
Well, thank you. I think the whole album I would call sort of reflective and nostalgic, and that single has done tremendously well. We're getting played in England, Ireland, Scotland, parts of Europe, America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, really all over the world. And some of the bigger programs have been featuring 3 and 4 tracks. So it's exceeded our expectations. We're really happy with how we're doing at radio, and I'm thrilled with what Jenny M. Thomas and Bush Gothic did with the single. It was what the album needed. We really needed something like that to get out to radio.
The international scope of the album, how important was it to do that, and why?
I just find it's fun. One of the things as I get, do more and more music and writing and as I try to be creative, one of the things I'm finding out is, I think it's as important as anything to just do things that are fun. The last album that I released was a collection of cover songs, and people have often said, "Why did you do cover songs?" And I said, "Because it was really fun." That's the whole story right there. And I find it fun to collaborate with people. And, because I work in the music industry, I know lots of people, so it's easy for me to call somebody up like Lenny or this wonderful band in Australia and say, "Hey, I've got this project on the go. Are you interested in participating?" And I hope to do a lot more collaborating, in the years to come.
I know you're planning far ahead, and with COVID-19, it's difficult to do planning for tours and things. But you've got your sights set on 2023.
Yes, we do. Tony and I were on tour in Australia when COVID hit in March of 2020, and we lost about a week of dates, and then we both had a nightmare trying to get out of there. And the tour, the dates that we did were really great. We had a lot of fun, and they were well attended. But we were a bit bummed out to have the tour cut short like that. So we're heading back down. All of the people who had us in 2020 are going to have us again, and we've got a whole bunch of new buyers who want to have us. And so I think we're probably looking at about a month-long tour of Australia in March of 23, and we're both very much looking forward to that. And I'm hoping also that I can, do some Canadian dates and within the next year and a half, get back over and do some stuff in England and Europe as well.
Oh, lots going on with you as always, Bob. Before we let you go, we'd love to hear one more cut from the Silver Wren. What are we going to hear?
Well, this is a traditional Breton New Year's tune that Tony picked out. It's called Bloavez Mad. I hope I've pronounced it correctly. I don't know a whole lot about the tune, but I can tell you that, Tony is certainly one of the great acoustic guitarists out there. John Renburn called him the greatest Celtic guitarist in the world. And in addition to his own stuff, he's worked with the Chieftains and Lorena McKennitt and all kinds of people like that. So Tony is somebody who has not only the technical skill, but he also has great artistry. So it's a traditional New Year's tune, as I said, and that's as much as I can tell you.
Well, congratulations again, and Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year to you, Bob.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, too, and thank you to you guys there at CBC for all the support you've given me over the past few years.